Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright in the beautiful sea. I choose to be.
We have some massive fights to discuss. Holloway versus Poirier 3. Usman versus Buckley, the new main event of UFC Atlanta. And then Fiziev Bahamondes, the co-main event of UFC Baku. And then Gamrot Klein as well coming up. So some great fights to discuss. But we'll start with Holloway versus Poirier 3. I'm one of the few people who like this. I think this fight is great. Me personally. I know a lot of people said they wish it was Gaethje Poirier. Me personally, I think this is the best option. If you really break it down, all right? If they would have done Gaethje Poirier, they just fought 2 years ago. So you guys really, really want to see it that bad? Gaethje himself probably didn't want it. I know Poirier said he wanted it. The UFC didn't want it, though. So only one person. Gaethje probably didn't want it. He said he didn't want it publicly in a press conference. Dana and the UFC didn't want it. The only person that wanted it was Poirier. And of course he's going to want that fight because it's a guy he's fought twice and he wants to get that win back. Of course he's going to want to fight Justin Gaethje. Like, it's winnable. He's already beaten this guy. And then obviously he wanted Ilia Topuria. That's like as cool of a dream fight as that would have been. It doesn't make sense. Like, Ilia Topuria is looking for either a title shot or a top contender like a Charles Oliveira or maybe a Justin Gaethje or an Arman Tsarukyan. He's looking for a top contender. He's not looking for a Dustin Poirer who's coming off of a loss. You know, it'd be a great name on his resume, but there's no real point in it. And he's most likely getting a title shot next. So, and the UFC didn't want it either. Poirier wanted it because, obviously it would be a striking fight and it's winnable for him, even though I think Topuria would beat him. Then the other options would have been Arman Tsarukyan. You guys really want to see Arman Tsarukyan lay and prey on Dustin for 5 rounds? Wow, we need the Arman Tsarukyan fight though, guys. Or Charles Oliveira, a guy who's already beaten Poirier. I don't want to see that. That fight doesn't interest me at all. What other names? Paddy Pimblett. You guys wanted to see Paddy Pimblett Poirier? Wow, amazing. This was the best option. When you really break it down, there's no other great option. Unless they would have brought in like a Nate Diaz or a Conor McGregor. Those are the only other options maybe, but those aren't happening. So this is the best option. Holloway is in his prime. He's coming off of a loss, yeah, but it's winnable. It's winnable for Holloway. It's winnable for Poirier. I guess that's the only sad part is that somebody does have to lose, and I would be rooting for both guys in this, but very winnable for both. And plus, they wanted it to be for a title, so even though I don't like the BMF title, there's probably something in their ESPN contract where it has to be for a belt or I don't know. I guess they can't do a main event that's non-title unless it's a McGregor main event, so it has to be for the belt. It's stupid, but it is what it is. I've accepted it a long time ago. Yeah, I think this is a great fight. It's going to be a war. Stylistically, it's going to be a war. You guys know this is going to be a war. Yeah, there's really not much for me to say. If you look at the context of the first 2 fights as well, because everyone is saying, like, we've seen it twice, but we've not seen this version of both of these guys against each other. Like, the first time it was Max Holloway's UFC debut. That was about 10 plus years ago. He was 19? Wasn't he like 20 or 19 or something? Super young version of Max, super young version of Dustin. Yeah, he got subbed by Dustin, but then the second fight was a couple of years ago. It was Holloway on short notice, fat Holloway moving up to lightweight on short notice. Of course he lost that fight. Short notice against Dustin Poirier, he was chubby. He was still a featherweight at the time. This is a Holloway that is going to be taking time properly to bulk up to lightweight. He's not moving back down ever. He's 32. He's smack in his prime. Poirier is slightly past his prime, but he's still high level in my opinion. I don't see the complaints about this fight. It's going to be a war. There's no way people seriously like would have preferred like Armin or would have preferred Patty. The Gaethje fight doesn't interest me. I've seen it twice. I know they're 1-1, but it just doesn't interest me. I'm sorry. It really doesn't. You know, the UFC are going to be using Gaethje to either fight Patty or, probably just Patty. He's not getting a title shot, I don't think. So they're probably going to have him fight Patty, and that's the right matchup. Unless they do Charles versus Patty, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. This to me it's the most sensible match. So stylistically, it's going to be super fun. Early prediction, I got Holloway, sadly. Well, not sadly. I mean, I like both, but I got Holloway. Sorry, Poirier. I got Holloway. I don't know. I think he's a bit better. I think he's going to be good at keeping range. His chin is still good. Both of their chins are still going to be good. I don't care that Holloway got knocked out in his last fight. His chin is still going to be good. I do worry if he's going to fight more tentative, though. That could be something. I still think it's going to be good, though. I still think, I don't know. I think this is a really interesting fight, you know. Because both guys are coming off of losses. This is Poirier's last fight. He's going to give it his all. But this is Holloway's lightweight debut, his proper lightweight debut. The Gaethje fight doesn't count. Which, by the way, if you guys want to talk about Holloway wouldn't do good at lightweight, you saw what Poirier did to him. He just flatlined Gaethje 2 fights ago. So I think this is a tremendous fight. There's nothing more I could say. I'm so interested in it. I think it's great. The BMF thing is annoying, but it is what it is. This fight, I'm a little more excited for this one. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Actually, no, it's bullshit. I'm more excited. But still, this fight is really exciting in itself. Usman Buckley, finally, Usman is back. Buckley is getting a bit... Dude, hold on a minute. Look at how long Buckley's arms are. Holy shit. Like, look. I think this is a great fight. I think Usman finally coming back after, a year and a half, 2 years is I don't know what he's been doing for the past 2 years, just yapping on Cejudo's pod, I guess. I still think it's a really, really great fight. I still think he could be competitive. And Buckley deserves a big name. And he's only, funny enough, Buckley's last wins are like Wonder Boy, Luque, Covington. Like, he's only fought like legends. And sadly, he's going to add another legend to his resume. I think Buckley is going to knock out Kamaru Usman. Yeah, that's it. Next fight. No, seriously, I think he's going to beat Kamaru Usman, sadly. I don't know. I just think Usman taking, 2 years off. His last fight against Hamzat was great. It was great. He lost, but it was like a really good losing effort on his part. But he still lost. That's just a matter of fact. He still lost the fight. And I do believe his knees are cooked at this state of his life and career, you know? Excuse me. I do think his knees are fucked. And I think you got a guy like Buckley he himself is going to go for takedowns. He's going to mix in the grappling. You know? He's strong enough to not get held by Usman against the cage. He's going to be shucking off Usman. I could see it. I could see him shucking off Usman. I could see him having his way with Usman, man, and breaking down Usman with the leg kicks. Maybe a couple high kicks thrown in there. He's dynamic. He's got insane power. He closes the distance as the rounds go on really well. He probably would have finished Covington had that fight not been stopped by some Karen ref, but it is what it is. Some soy, like, oh my God, there's a cut. Let me stop it immediately. Like, there's been 15 times worse cuts in the UFC, but it is what it is. I think he's going to knock out Usman in the later rounds, you know. I think Usman has great 5-round cardio still. He trains very hard, which is why his knees are cooked, because he probably overtrains. And plus, he's like almost 40, so that plays a factor. I just think Buckley is going to have his way with him, you know. It's sad, but it is what it is. Usman's still going to have his power, But Buckley is shown to have a good chin as well, even though he did get knocked out by Holland. But that was at middleweight, and he's way better at welterweight. Now, you would think his chin is worse, lower down, though. You would think he has a worse chin at a lower weight class, but he's shown that he has a pretty good chin, so I don't know. I don't really know what Usman could do to Buckley. Unless he catches him with something, I don't see that. I see Buckley. Usman doesn't have a submission threat. I see Buckley really, really putting it on Usman. Pause. And then I hope if Buckley wins this, or when he wins this, when we win this, no, when he wins this, if he wins this, whatever the case may be, I hope they give him a name like an Ian Gary or someone, and then I hope they give him a title shot after that. So we'll see. I think he beats Gamrot Usman, and I'm very glad Buckley is getting a big name. Well, he's been getting big names for a while, but this is the biggest name so far. Former world champion. I'm a big Buckley fan, so this is great. Let's talk about this fight. Oh my goodness, what a fight. Rafael Fiziev versus Ignacio Bahamondes, June 21st. Tremendous fight. Relatively quick turnaround for both guys. Pretty quick for Fiziev. He took a bit of damage, so insane fight. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy fight. I thought Fiziev was moving to featherweight, but he's staying at lightweight for now. If he loses this, he probably moves down. If he wins, he'll probably stay. But crazy fight. I don't know. This will be a war. What the fuck else am I going to say? I don't know. I think Fiziev could win it. I think Fiziev has good power. I think Bahamondes has good power. I think, though, both guys are hittable, but both guys have solid defense. It's one of those, man. It's a 50-50 coin fight. Honestly, I might just flip a coin because, Bahamondes has good grappling, but Fiziev, bro, he had decent grappling against Gaethje in that fight, in his last fight. He held him down in that weird position. I don't know. Fiziev, he didn't look that bad against Gaethje. Coming off of that layoff, coming off of an ACL tear, he looked good against Gaethje. He made it really close. And he showed he had a good chin as well. Even though he did get dropped in the second round, he showed he had a really good chin. I don't know. Bahamondes is hittable, though. He gets hit a lot. But he has good power. It's a really, really hard fight to call, but I'm so excited for it. It's the co-main event. The main event of this card is, I want to say it's Hill versus Roundtree. Crazy card so far, honestly. I'm so excited for this card. This is better than UFC 311 card-wise. This is already better than what's like another really shit card. I don't know. This is a great card. The UFC, I'll give them credit. They're picking up the momentum a little bit. I really loved the last fight night we just had, which was UFC Kansas. Before that, we had UFC 314, which was tremendous. They're starting to pick up their momentum again. 314 looks, not 314, 315 looks shit, though. It looks shit. Dude, that Shaft-Cat, fuck Shaft-Cat, that JDM, today, guys, I have CT. JDM versus Bilal card, terrible. It's not terrible, but it looks really mid. And then even that O'Malley Marab card doesn't look the best either, so I'm kind of worried, but hopefully International Fight Week is insane. But nonetheless, great fight. And then Gamrot Ludwig Klein next month in May. Another great fight. Ludwig Klein Ludwig Klein. This is a sick jump up for Ludwig. Dude, Ludwig Klein is unranked. He's on a good winning streak. Now they're giving him number 7 ranked Mateusz Gamrot. Insane. I like this, though, from the UFC. I think we got to start getting these unranked guys I think we got to start giving these guys these opportunities. Like, I think Michael Chandler should fight Mateusz Rebecki. Maybe that's, like, crazy to say because I know Rebecki's coming off of 1 win, I think, against Orobai. He might be coming off of 2 wins. I don't know, but I say start Freziam, give him someone ranked. Start trying to get these new guys in the division. Let's get these Gamrot names. I love Gamrot, and he's probably going to win this, by the way. But let's get these Gamrot type names out of here, these Moicanos. Make Moicano fight fucking Mauricio Rufy, bro. Like, come on, let's get Darius, let's get these dinosaurs out of here. But seriously though, great fight. Ludwig Klein, Gamrot. I'm so excited for this one. It's in the Apex. You could put this fight. What's so annoying is you could put this as like the main event of a prelim. You could put this. You could have put this on that freaking O'Malley Merab card. Like, I know it's not the biggest fight, but I'm excited for it. It's two really good fighters. You could have thrown this on a pay-per-view. You could have put this on UFC 315. Instead of, no, we got to see Alexa Grasso versus somebody on that card. I forgot who she's facing, some Brazilian. I would have much rather seen Gamrot Klein instead of Alexa Grasso. Stupid freaking UFC, man. It is what it is. But no, we got to put Grasso on the main card of a pay-per-view. We can't put her in the Apex. God forbid. But we got to put Gamrot, Ludwig Klein. That's got to be in the Apex, brother. Man, I'm trying to be positive this video, but fuck, man. It's hard for me to when they make decisions like this. It is what it is. Overall, tons of great fights. Tons of great fights. Again, Max Dustin, love this fight. And you know, for people that are gonna be like, oh, dude, there's no way. Like, I just don't know how people are not excited for this fight. That's just what I want to say. I don't know how people would have rather seen Holloway Gaethje. I just don't get that. That does not interest me. That happened 2 years ago. The last time these guys fought was like 2015 or 16 or something. Poirier was like the interim champion, I think. I think that fight was like, wasn't that for the interim title? That was so long ago. That was when Khabib was still around. Like, I really don't want to see Gaethje versus Poirier again. That doesn't interest me. And the UFC, they want to use Gaethje to fight a guy like a Paddy Pimblett. They don't want to be like, Gaethje, let's give you Poirier. No. Pimblett deserves a name like Gaethje. If Poirier beats Gaethje, he's going to dip. It's the same way. If he would have faced, let's say, an Arman, he would have dipped. Ilya, he would have dipped. There's no point in giving him a great name like that because he's just going to leave. He's retiring. He's gone. Give him another legend like Holloway. It is what it is. You know, this fight, tremendous fight. So excited for it. There's really not much I could say. Buckley, if he wins this, he could either get a title shot or he could be right there. Fiziev, Bahamondes, amazing fight. Not much to say. I thought Bahamondes would have been ranked after the Turner win, but I guess he has to fight. I mean, he's still getting like a number 10, number 11 ranked guy. So, and then this fight is insane. Great jump up for Ludwig Klein. He might win it, but I wouldn't be shocked if we get a split, a classic Gamrot split decision. So that's about it, guys. Those are all the fights that have been announced. Make sure you guys like and sub. Become a member in the description. What fight of all these fights are you most excited for? I would say probably for me, Holloway Poirier, but Usman Buckley is right there. I'm a Buckley fan, so I'm a bit biased. But become a member in the description. Like and sub. Whatever you guys want to do. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.